You've had a long journey across the galaxy. You wake up and look out the window to see what you've been waiting for. You've heard stories about it, you've seen the postcards, and you can't wait to see it with your very own eyes. As you approach, the gas giant planet known as Bespin becomes more clear. But it's not the planet you came for. It's the floating city above its atmosphere, Cloud City. Hey guys, it's Ryan with the Star Wars headquarters, and we're taking a look at what it would have been like to live on Cloud City, which was known for its incredible tourist attractions, gas mining facilities, as well as some major events that would eventually reshape the galaxy. As you enter Bespin's atmosphere, you are welcomed to an unforgettable sunset as the massive Cloud City floats effortlessly in the sky. You gasp at the sight. It almost looks unreal. A city this massive simply floats before you. How is this possible, you ask yourself as you continue your approach. The city is able to magically hover above the breathable atmosphere thanks to its 36,000 repulsor lift engines and massive unipod, which have to be constantly monitored and maintained. Its occupants consist of over 6 million workers, some known as Ugnaughts, as well as support staff and tourists like yourself. And below the city is the planet Bespin, a gas planet containing vast amounts of Tibana gas. As you study the shape and size of Cloud City, you can't believe how wide and tall it is. With over 392 levels, you hardly can wait to explore the city, especially its top 50 levels, which contain a luxury resort. In these top levels, you will find well-known casinos such as Yarth Bespin and Paradise, as well as the best view in the house thanks to its many overseeing platforms. You can also see the many iconic orange Cloud City cars, and you can't wait to go sightseeing in one. But don't be fooled by its many tourist attractions. The city was built out of necessity, and a lot has happened here, both good and bad. The city was built to mine the Tibana gas of Bespin, which is in high demand across the galaxy due to its use in hyperdrives as well as weapon production. Its miners, called Ugnaughts, are dwarf-like in comparison to humans, and mine the Tibana gas under red light since this is the best working environment increasing production. They are the right person for the job, and don't let their small size fool you because they are very strong and actually live up to 200 years old. In fact, they actually helped build Cloud City, and after building the iconic city, they earned their freedom and ended up building their own floating colony known as Ugnaught Surface. And we cannot forget about the life-altering events that occurred here. Cloud City, under the command of Lando Calrissian, was trying its best to avoid attention from the Imperials. But eventually this caught up to the city, and Imperials occupied the majestic world. Han Solo later arrived to meet his friend Lando in need of a repair for his Millennium Falcon's hyperdrive, only to be captured by Darth Vader himself, and eventually frozen in the carbon freezing chamber, a process that was extremely dangerous and resulted in hibernation sickness and temporary blindness for the poor Solo. It was also the moment he echoed the famous line, "I know," after Princess Leia said, "I love you." One thing that many people didn't realize was that the chamber was also intended for use on Luke Skywalker, in order to deliver him to Emperor Palpatine. But instead, Luke resisted losing his hand in the process while finding out Darth Vader's true identity. Perhaps the most famous lines in all of Star Wars were echoed in the chambers and halls of Cloud City. Most people assume Darth Vader said, "Luke, I am your father." But in reality, it was actually, "No, I am your father." It was in that moment that Luke realized not only who Darth Vader was, but who he himself was, the son of the most evil ruler in all of the galaxy. He probably wasn't sure which was more terrifying. How would you feel to be the son of someone who has done such wrong? Out of all of the thoughts running through Luke's mind during this moment, one has to wonder if he ever imagined himself capable of his father's evil. Was Luke afraid of himself? Of course, Luke was eventually rescued, but his lightsaber was not. Well, not until Star Wars Force Awakens, where Rey was called to a chest containing Luke's long-lost weapon. But when she touched it, something interesting happened. She had a vision, and she was transported right back into the same halls of Cloud City, the exact same place where Luke battled Darth Vader. Her vision showed much more than just Cloud City, but why did the vision start there, where the lightsaber's attachment to Luke ended? Or could this be where Rey's life actually began? Maz Kanata pleaded with Rey to take the lightsaber, but out of fear, Rey refused. One other interesting fact is that Maz Kanata and Rey were located on Takodana during this revealing moment, a planet not too far from Cloud City, which begs the question, are Takodana and Bespin directly related somehow? Another reference to Rey and Cloud City is in her book, Rey's Survival Guide, which she wrote for newcomers to explain how to survive the harsh environment of Jakku. In the book, Rey attached a postcard from none other than Cloud City, which says, "Wish you were here," but she writes nothing about Cloud City in her journal. Was this a postcard given to her? Did the message on the postcard really mean anything to her, or did she just find it on Jakku while searching the debris? It's a city of beauty, floating magically above the clouds. It's understandable how people can be so attracted to its enchanting sights and sounds, and why millions of tourists flock to this part of the galaxy. It's full of stories passed down through the ages, but it's also a city of mystery, with many questions left unanswered. As you leave the city, you ask yourself, will I ever return?